Hi everyone on Facebook Live. We're here at Citygate with Main Point Women of Faith, and I'm just going to get right to our guests because we have two speakers tonight. We're doubly blessed, so I'm going to call them up. I don't have your last names written down, but it's Allie and Jody, and they're sisters, and I happen to know their mom. And if anybody ever goes to EB's grocery store in Martindale, their family owns that store, and they have really great food. Like, the groceries are okay, but the food they cook and bake is amazing. So, go there if you've never been there. It's awesome. So, they're going to talk about Four Girls on a Mission, it's called. And they're going to tell us, like, how they got started in that, I think, and what they do for the community and all of that kind of thing. So I'm going to turn it over to them, but I will say a prayer for you guys, and then it's all yours, okay?
Okay, thank you, Kim.
Well, Father God, thank you so much for Allie and Jody being willing to come and speak to us tonight and share their hearts with us about things that you've placed on their hearts in order to serve the community and those who are hurting in our community. So just take away any nervousness they might be feeling and just speak through them and encourage us to maybe step out and try something that you've put on our heart. So we just thank you for them. We ask for blessings on them and their families and this the missions that they're out and about doing. So we just ask you to bless them, and we ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right, so I guess I'll get started for us tonight. So Four Girls on a Mission is exactly what it says. I'm Allie. This is Jody, by the way. So we're half of the Four Girls on a Mission. There's two other friends that have joined us in this as well. So about 7-8 years ago, we came together and had some hard things that we were going through in our family, and wanted to find a way we could help other people. So we joined Kathy. She's one of the other girls, and she had started a Relay for Life team with the American Cancer Society. And so we had a family member going through cancer and wanted to be able to do more to help. So we joined her on that team. And at that time, we decided we were going to start doing some fundraisers for Relay. And we started off by hosting a 5K. So this was the first time ever doing something like that. And we had some great support, some people who were able to assist and come alongside of us and really make that a successful event. So that year, all the proceeds that we raised from the 5K went to the American Cancer Society. And that was 7 years ago. Eight.
Oh, eight. We're on our 8th annual this year.
Sorry.
We're on our 8th annual
Yes.
5K.
This will be our 8th year. So then after that, we're like, you know what? We think the four of us could do more than just help out American Cancer Society. So we then that year decided we were going to get together and make wreaths at Christmas time. So we made homemade wreaths and sold them and used those funds to help families that were in need at Christmas. So that was like the next thing that we did. Then from there, we're like, you know what, we could probably do a little bit more. So I can't remember if it was applesauce or cookie dough. But we're fortunate to have EB's in our back pocket because they are a huge support for us and the fundraising events that we do. So we just started raising additional money and then decided, you know what, we should probably make this official, and decided to come up with a name, which we went with Four Girls on a Mission. Started the 501c3 that we have now, and have just been raising money and giving back to the community however we can. So we were fortunate that Kathy was recognized by WGAL for all of the fundraising that she has done throughout many years, even before us, just helping people in the community, handing out clothing, doing all kinds of things. So they recognized her, which then she pulled Four Girls on a Mission into that as well, which gave us the ability to reach more people because more people heard about 4Girls on a Mission. So we were able to start, getting additional emails, requests for assistance, and being able just to help touch more lives. We're a small organization, so we can't give out thousands of dollars, but we do what we can, and we focus on the needs that we are able to meet, not the astronomical amount of needs out there that we unfortunately can't assist with. So we help out with people that need assistance with rent. Maybe they lost their job, they just need help 1 month to get their rent paid. We've helped with car bills, we've helped with medical bills. We have joined forces with Ephrata Cancer Center, just trying to help people who are walking that journey a little bit more personally than just giving to American Cancer Society, but assisting them with whatever they might need throughout their recovery and what they're going through. So then in addition to that, we try to go every other month. We'd like to even do it more, but we go into Lancaster City and we just bring food to the homeless. We bring clothing. My basement is full of clothing that people have donated to us, so we've been keeping that organized. We all have a little bit of something in our homes that we're keeping to just be able to hand out to whoever needs it. So yeah, we go into the city, we just meet people where they're at, and people more than anything just appreciate being seen. When we show up, it doesn't matter what we have. They don't care. Whether it's just water, whether it's a popsicle in the summer, it doesn't matter. They just appreciate that they have been seen. So, more than anything, that's our mission, is to help people and just know that they're not walking alone.
God bless you.
You good?
Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm the older sister, Jody. She's the younger sister, nicer sister. I'm the older sister. Well, not wiser either, just older. So 4Girls for us is like something like our heart is just like, well, we're capable of this. We're capable of doing this for people. And we're not better than anybody else, but God gave us this spirit to help. And we are trying to follow that lead. I was trying to think of what I wanted to talk about tonight as far as 4Girls and just like any mission, and the word capable kept coming up. Like, what are we really capable of? And back when we were going to do this 5K, I remember where we were standing in the kitchen, and we had some naysayers around us. And I looked at Allie, and this was Allie's dream of the 5K. And I said, if you want to do a 5K, we're going to do a 5K. And we just pulled some really great people together. And that 5K now is 8 years strong. And that is a really cool thing for the community, for 4Girls. It just segued into something so amazing because we are capable. We're capable. We're capable women ready to help wherever we can. So we were driven by loss, which you kind of touched on tonight, which is really cool. We were driven by pain. So when you do have pain, you think to yourself, where can I put this? I gotta put this somewhere, because so kind of our family, our personality is we're gonna work harder. So the 5K dream went into reality, and then like she said, the wreaths started, and the thoughts started developing with our gifts, how we can serve better. When we say we give a Christmas to someone, that's everything. We give their dinner, we give their toys, the wish list, which now we partner with the Ephrata area, and we have like 5 families. We started with 1, and we now do about 5 or 6 families every Christmas, which just keeps the drive going. We just keep wanting to help more and more people, and we are in the extra give now, so that's all kind of helped our little organization. And I think our little organization did pull in about $100,000 last year. which that number is,
That's amazing.
we are amazed by that number as well. And it's not, we are hitting the pavement. We are doing the work. There is no handout. There is no paid employees. We are doing the work that we were really called to do. Because we are capable. And it all started by the pain. So it was interesting that you did that tonight, Kim. That's really great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaker and
Yeah, it's really interesting how that all worked out. And what's interesting too, ladies, is that I feel like the one thing that keeps us stuck is the rejection of what if this doesn't work? How will I look? What's going to happen if this doesn't work out? And that rejection can really put so much fear in us. Like, what if it doesn't work out? That's okay. We tried, but it's easier said than done. Like, that point is so much easier said than done. So we fear that rejection, and that is what keeps us stuck in most things. Because, and the courage to just put yourself out there and be like, hey, we're just this small little, but you know what? We just really want to go on the streets, and we're going to feed people, and we're going to dress them, and we don't just go on the streets. She was really humble about it. We dress them. This would look really good on you. You would look amazing in this. Her hockey
Take their
team.
picture.
Yeah, we take their
They have it
pictures.
on. Yeah.
Her hockey team her girls hockey team just packed. We do a whole bunch of kits. It has your body wipes in, your deodorant, your toothpaste, just something to make you feel human. The whole health kit, and then some gloves, hand warmers, whatever the case may be. And they just are so appreciative. Just so kind, and half of them could be high at the time, and that's okay. They know that for that evening, they're going to be seen, and it brings me to one story that is it was transforming, I think, for both of us. There's 5 boys, the Boyer boys. Mm-hmm. The Boyer boys, they're local, and they really were raising themselves. They raised themselves in their home. Mother was always at work. Dad was in and out of jail, I believe. Mm-hmm. Her girls go to school with the Boyer boys. And anyway, we would go to the Boyer boys' house, and we would drop off food randomly. We did give a full Christmas to them one time. And they were involved in Crossfire. I don't know if you know Crossfire in Denver. We used to feed the children there twice a month. Mm-hmm. Twice a month, and we did have to give it up. It was time for us to move to something else. For a lot of years, though, maybe 5 years of twice a month. And those boys, one night, we decided they needed new sneakers. They were hardly put together, but the sweetest, kindest boys you just could have ever met. We took them a 12-pack of Mountain Dew, and you would have thought we were lighting their life on fire. Like, it was awesome. So we took them to get new sneakers.
How old are they?
At that time, probably teens-ish, early teens, 10,
Yeah.
probably. And there was something that the leader at Crossfire, Jim, said to me that was so moving. And I think this is kind of why we think, like, everything looks so big. Like, how could I even start to help anybody? This is such a problem that I can barely touch. But he said, it's just that one moment. So those boys got these new sneakers, and I just couldn't help think they're going to lose them. The dog's going to carry them off. Because if you would have seen how they lived, you would have understood. You'd see socks in the front yard. But they walked in to some place for the first time, either Crossfire or school, and they had these new shoes on. Imagine the moment they had. The moment, the feeling, and that one moment could change somebody's life. Because sometimes 4 girls feels really like, okay, well, we got to get to this person, we got to get to that person, and you have to sort of take a step back and say, this is what we can do tonight. We can do this tonight. It feels really big, and that advice from Jim keeps me centered. Like, that hot chili we just brought them, that was a moment for them. That was a time for them to just feel good for that evening. I know they might be back to addiction the next day, or they might, but for tonight, they had 4 girls on a mission, hitting the pavement, and doing what we were called to do. So that's 4 girls on a mission, and that's what we're doing. And thank you for having us tonight.
Yeah.
Super cool. I mean, we don't have too much else than that, but if you have any questions, we're happy to answer them.
How did y'all get started?
Just by wanting to help other people.
Well,
Yeah,
sort of
really.
did trigger from our aunt had cancer, and we walked through her with that cancer. We were helping people prior to that, but not such an organized unit like we are now. When we walked through for cancer, that's when we joined forces with our friend Kathy. Her father passed from cancer, so she was already in the Relay for Life. Great organization. We love that organization, and that's what got the wheels really turning. And that's when Allie had the idea of the 5K, and then from there, we just realized, hey, we can do more than a 5K. And then it just, and our fundraisers are many. We do a bingo now. We had our first bingo this year, which we'll keep that up.
Mm-hmm.
We had a cornhole tournament this summer. That went really well. We'll probably keep that one up. We have the 5K every year. And then there was random ones people would ask us to do. Golf tournaments, we got in one of those.
We do Hoss parties.
Hoss parties, we do
Anyone's
those.
familiar with
Do
Hoss?
what?
Hoss, the
Hoss
card
is
game.
a card game.
Yep, we do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, we
Really
have
fun card game.
Mhm.
And we have a ball at that one. We have one of those
Oh,
coming up.
Oh,
Hoss.
oh.
kind of
Yeah.
like pinochle.
Yeah.
Okay.
A shade of pinochle.
Yeah,
Yeah, shades of that
it's
in there.
definitely a PA Dutch game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm from the South. I didn't.
Oh yeah, then you probably haven't heard of it.
Well, you should look it up because now you can look that up. When it's a
Yes.
it's a fun game, but it's a little tricky to learn. But it is a ton of fun. Plus, then we do our soup and sub sales. We do cookie dough sales. We did do wreaths, but everyone was like, we can't do wreaths anymore. They don't like it, and that was such a hard fundraiser. 50 homemade wreaths. What you were about.
And
done
we
for.
tried to crack that all out in one night.
One night we cracked
So,
that out.
yes, we all work full time besides
Yeah.
assisting with 4 Girls on a Mission. So our time is limited and we make the most of it. So yeah, 50 wreaths in one night. We just decided that was too much.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
Of course, we have the extra give now, so we're in that, and that's really exciting.
What's the 5K run? What is that?
It's a walk or run. So it starts at the Cocalico High School and then goes on some of the country roads right around there and then ends at the middle school. So it's about 3 miles that you can walk or run. It's always the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So it's usually a little chilly, but it's a good way to burn off that Thanksgiving meal.
$30 to do it. A lot of people in not this area, everywhere, do 5Ks now. It's a very popular thing. And it was getting very popular.
Fundraising.
Yeah, back, and it's a great way just to earn money, community getting together, and we have a lot of community sponsors, the same ones pretty much every year sponsor our race. And we
What's
were,
the bingo one?
oh, that one's really cool. So that was our first one this year. That was,
fun. I was there.
yay, Kim!
Oh,
Did you really?
Okay.
Oh, you're a celebrity. I love it. You won the bingo.
The first bingo, right?
Yep,
Yes.
first bingo.
Uh-huh.
Wonderful.
Anything, and I won.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a fabulous. We just did that one time, and we're gonna keep that one going. So you just go. It's purse bingo and spade. We had the Stanley cups and the Kate Spade purses, and that was an awesome
And they had
fundraiser.
really good snacks that you could.
Oh yeah.
Eebees, that was Eebees.
Yeah. Eebees comes in clutch every time.
We use Eebees Kitchen. We donate the kitchen space. Eebees takes care of all of that kind of thing. A lot of course, yeah, a lot of food donations and things like that.
Yep, and you win purses and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, all kinds of prizes.
Yeah.
You pay,
Oh,
you pay.
okay. Oh,
Yeah, you have to give a little money to the organization. Yeah, then we take that and literally we get the money in and the money goes back out. I don't think Allie shared this one where she had a lady who they were living in their car, but they had this camper. And Allie had a gentleman remodel their camper, and they were a success story. They are still doing well, and we've had some success stories of people that they just needed a little bump, and we were able to help them get back, stay in their houses, and keep going. So that's amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And
so-
we've had money show up just at the right time.
Always.
sometimes, yeah. So
Always
yes,
at the right
for
time.
Sure. So there's needs come in quicker than the money sometimes, but you know what? Or we reach out to people that we know
We
will
cold call
support
people.
us and say, hey, look, we got this need. What can you do? What can you give?
I actually made a cold call on the way here tonight, and she was headed to a church function, and I said, you know, with the government shutdown, the programs are a little bit getting cut here a little bit. We need some food help, different areas. And she said, I'll bring it up to meeting tonight. And so I said, even $10-$20 till you get 12 people, $10-$20. Soon you have a couple rounds of groceries for people. So it's,
I was gonna say, are you from Lancaster?
well, we're all from different places, Lancaster, Reading,
So I
Effort.
was gonna say it's a food bank and it's a clothing bank in Lancaster. It's near Clay Street. It's called Food Hub.
Oh yes, so our friend's big into,
Yeah.
one of our mission gals is big into the food hub because she said if we could split half money to food hub and then what's the other one?
Really
Pay it forward.
Pay it forward.
So I learned about that because I was in a recovery house, and the staff took us there for clothing bank and food pantry.
Yeah. Yeah, they said it's a really great.
Thanksgiving dinner. I think it's 3 days out the week we'll go get like maybe 5 shirts, 5 pants, sneakers, shoes.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, Sherry and Kathy are not here tonight, but there are other 4 girls, and Kathy is really loves the food hub. I don't know much about it, but she could talk more about it for sure.
If you wanna pass it around.
Have y'all ever helped anybody get a car?
Did we help with the car?
We've helped with car payments a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Car payments, but
Yeah.
a car.
I can't remember.
Logan maybe.
I feel like there
Yeah.
was someone
I
that
feel like there
we
was
did.
someone, but I'm not sure. But possible. I mean, if the opportunity is there, we're definitely not turning them away if we can
How do you
help.
find out about needs? Like, do people reach out to you?
We have a website,
Yeah.
and then you email the email, and you get on a waiting list.
Yeah.
Right now, we're voting on the month of October, and then you just get put to the bottom. And if the funds are there, we meet every need on that list. I think we're looking at 10 people. and
Yeah.
So we will meet their needs as we review them. We work with Good Sam in Ephrata here. They have a lot of referrals for us as well.
Yeah.
We work with some other people to get just so they can kind of do the screening for us, and then we pay right to the landlord.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Lancaster School District, the social workers will reach out to us. Also word of mouth, people that we've helped, they'll pass our name along to others. And then they'll reach out to us.
So they do have a newsletter. Is that on your website? I printed out one of their last newsletter, and it's going around so you can kind of see, and maybe their website address is on there. You can go on their website.
Yeah. Yeah. Great.
Easier than writing it down.
Yep.
Lori, did you have a question?
Well, I got it. So we have a friend, we're in the Potter's house already, and we got a friend, Devin, and she's supposed to graduate in December, and she just got a job, and she's having to ride, she started to ride her bike at home at night, like 8 miles. So I was just wondering, like.
Does she have an electric bike?
No,
No.
she doesn't. Someone told her was wanting to sell her one for $600 to $1,000, and you could buy a car for that much. Yeah, but anyway, I was.
Does that car have 4 tires on it though? Does that car have 4 tires on for $600?
I think it would be.
That might be a big driver. But no, I have a girl who works for me now, and she don't drive. She uses her electric bike, which it's a really good alternative for her. It's working out really well. And I just wondered if
That's a thought we can look into.
Yeah.
Devin. That's a good
yeah.
idea.
Do you
I
use
thought I
help
might be in
people
trouble.
in
No.
Ephrata?
Yeah. Yeah. We do.
Yep.
If you have access to internet,
Yes,
4 Girls on a Mission, email us.
because I have the grandson of
Your
the
daughter.
daughter that
Okay.
died. He's 7, and he's nonverbal, and his dad is trying to raise him now, and this Friday they have to be out of their place. He might go to like a group home for a while to get something for him and his child. But it's been rough.
What's his name?
Dwayne Boyer,
You're the grandson,
grandson Braden
Braden.
Boyer.
Braden Boyer.
Mhm.
Well, we'll keep your family in our prayers for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a lot
Mhm.
right
It
now.
is a lot.
Mhm.
It's a lot. Glad to see you tonight.
Yeah, I'm glad you came out. That's great. But I think what I pulled out from you guys is, you know, don't stop dreaming. Ask God to reveal His dream for your life. You know, whatever stage of life you're in, don't stop dreaming of what you can do. Because I think your word was capable. We're all breathing, we're all moving, we're all capable of something, right? Doing something for God and for other people. And, you know, God has given us all gifts, all different gifts. So if you don't know what your gifts are, ask Him. And, you know, once you identify that, He will wear you out, you know, using your gifts for His glory and to help other people. And watch out for the naysayers. You brought that up. Because there are people who will want to squash your dreams. Right?
Shake your confidence. And that confidence is in there. And it's just hard to pull out.
Yeah, so don't be afraid of the criticism. Don't be afraid of what people are going to think or say or do. And that's hard.
Very hard.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
we're saying that, you know, talk is cheap. It just is. It's always the advice people get too. You're just like,
Advice.
you're like, oh, the advice. But action is just like, it's so powerful. Like when you actually take the step, you're like, oh my gosh, that felt good. We can talk and talk and talk. And I love to talk. I love to talk. But you know what I mean? When you take that action, that feels so different than the talk.
And that's our mission statement, putting action behind hope.
Oh, I
And-
like that.
And honestly, there's times when we don't always feel like after working all day, going into the city or doing whatever we have scheduled, but you get there and you're present and you leave there feeling so like an incredible weight was just lifted off of you, you know, because you've just gotten your focus off of yourself
Right.
and whatever you've dealt with, and you have focused on other people
Right.
who have appreciated that.
Go ahead.
I was just glad that you said capable. I mean, I was homeless, and some of us were homeless, and, you know, sometimes you just want someone to notice you, like, not even want anything, you just want someone to talk to, because you feel, because I got pretty hopeless, and, you know, I'm glad that you said that word, because I've been at the Potter's house, well, I was there, I come September 8th, I left for 2 days, and they let me come back, thank God. But, and it's been hard, because I haven't stayed nowhere still for 6 years. I've been roaming, going, and, you know, and so, you know, because it is hard. You get around, you don't know people, and then you get around and you gotta go on with other women, and they're struggling, you're struggling, and you sometimes like forget it. And, you know, one night I was at a discipleship class, and I heard, well, you just need to go back to a man. Just go back there and find you a boyfriend. I'm like, no, shut up. You know, I gotta stay here, you know. But I'm so glad what y'all are doing, and it encourages you, because when you get hopeless or you feel like you can't trust the process and do it, and then you hear like y'all's story, like y'all are working and y'all are going out there helping people, and that's really hard nowadays. It's really hard, you know, and I just commend y'all, and I thank you for that word. It really gives you encouragement, you know.
What's your name?
Nora,
Nora, thank you for sharing. We really appreciate that.
yes, ma'am.
And I'll be praying for you, Nora, and hoping for good things, because even though we are capable, and that sounds so simple when you say it out loud, again, words, how hard is it to stick to something new?
Oh, it's
How hard is it to reinvent the habits, break generational sin, move away from what you know doesn't feel right, but it's so comfortable that we stay. So the uncomfortable. Good luck with it. We'll be praying for you more. You're gonna have to get uncomfortable sometimes, but really, thank you for sharing. That means a lot to Allie and I. A lot.
I appreciate it because I really need to hear that tonight because it's, sometimes it's really hard. You go to sleep and then you wake up and you're like, can I do this? Can I do one more day? And I don't even like to cook. And I was telling them today, there was a lady, Miss Jules, she come back, one of the volunteers. I said, I wouldn't even go to some other programs because they made you had to cook. I don't cook good.
She cooks fine.
But anyway, I would not even go to some other program. And then, so I finally, I'm like, I got to do this, If they don't like it, I just got to try. So anyway.
Because you're capable.
Yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
love that word. It really encourages you. Because when you're down and out, you feel like you can't do anything. You're like, I just can't do this, God. But then, you always go somewhere and you hear a word from somebody and it gives you hope again. Like, I can do this. I can do this.
And how do you eat an elephant? One
How do you
bite,
eat an elephant?
one bite at a time,
I
right?
know.
When you have a big thing in front of you, just think of how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
And keep
You know.
coming back to see Kim.
And
This worship night is so cool. I'm coming back sometime.
Yeah, good.
Yes.
This
You're
is
welcome
really
anytime.
super. I mean, what an inviting space you guys have here.
Yeah.
Safe, warm, cozy, snacks, coffee.
What else could you
Free
want?
snacks,
right?
free coffee, great worship music.
Have you heard of this, what's it called, Sight and Sound?
Oh, there it is. I
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm a little familiar with that,
You
yeah.
ever got to go?
We
They got to
Yeah.
go. It was
You did?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, it was
Yeah.
amazing. I've never seen a theater that big in my life.
That's
That's
awesome.
the play I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
That is
And
awesome.
we thought the turtles were real.
You thought the turtles were real.
I thought the turtles were
I wish the elephants were real, but they weren't. You guys had a concert?
That's
like
fabulous.
College?
Concert, we went and saw,
And
what's
then
her name?
Then the next
Lizzie
night,
Morgan, I think it
The
was.
Mighty Name of Jesus. We went and saw that the night before the sound of,
Sight and Sound. Yeah,
It was so
they had
good.
an
It
awesome
was
weekend.
amazing. The animals just went in there, like nobody was telling them, and the birds flew up. I was like, wow. It was so amazing.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love that you got to go there. That's
Yeah,
great.
I think it's awesome they got to go.
You girls just stick together.
Yeah.
Just
And-
stick together.
And remember,
And
too,
keep reminding each other how great you are.
yeah, and we all have a purpose. We all have a God-given purpose and a calling, okay? These guys are answering their call from God, So another thing they said is, you just try it. And that's what I say here at Citygate. If somebody wants to come and do a group or do an activity, just come and try it.
Play bingo.
Oh my gosh, we should do that some night. Some night we should do that. We should come in here for 4 girls and offer bingo for free.
Yeah.
And you
can
could bring canned good. And we'll take those canned goods over to Effort area. And
Put something in our cupboard that we don't want to eat.
there you go. Perfect. Can you make a note of that?
Yeah.
We would love to do that. No, I'm not a great bingo caller, but I'm sure I could figure it out. And we got a guy. We got a guy. Yeah, we got a couple guys. We know some people.
So, just
That would be so fun.
Just try something. Like if God puts something on your heart, talk to somebody and just try it.
Do it afraid.
And do it
Do it
afraid.
afraid.
And if it doesn't work, that's what I always say here. If it doesn't work, try something else. Like just try stuff. You never know what God's gonna do.
And I think a key is
And you get some more, didn't you?
because you can't do everything, don't do nothing.
Right. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
So
I think you
important.
brought that out. Like there are so many needs and so many people need so many things, but you can't be everything for everybody. But just follow God's lead. What He's leading you to. The one thing I think that's in their newsletter is, and you touched on it, but the patients at the Ephrata Cancer Center, you do what?
So if they have needs that they bring
While
to the
they're
social
in
worker
treatment.
there,
Yeah, I love
then
that.
they'll come to us and say, hey, can you assist with this need, whatever it might be.
Yeah, like food or
Mhm.
meals or whatever.
Yeah, or
Or
bills.
rent.
Okay.
There was one lady that I forget if she was from the cancer center. The lady in Lancaster, she had, I feel like she did have cancer. She might not have been through the cancer center, but had just an abundance of trash. She couldn't afford her trash bill, and so it was piled up in her yard. And we found somebody to go in and get it cleaned up for her. Imagine that.
Mhm.
You know, you can't afford your trash. They stop
And
coming
that's a
to get it.
lienable
and-
item, because I used to work in real estate, and that's a
Yeah.
lienable item
Yeah.
on your property. Yeah.
Right. But how do you find peace when, you know, you're,
It's all true.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're trying to heal and, oh,
Yeah, I love that.
yeah.
That
So,
you help
There,
with that.
there's a movie from way back before you girls were born. It was
Yeah.
called Magnificent Obsession. And you just remind me of that. The character, Rock Hudson, started serving. And he said it became an obsession, that it was a magnificent obsession.
Oh, yeah.
And you can just tell you're enjoying every minute of this.
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely do.
Miss Kim,
Yes.
do you know Miss Sylvia?
Yes.
Do you know her friend that, or she knows somebody, a doctor that's just thought they got cancer and they got a high school person in a child in high school and one in college or something? Do you
Oh,
know
I don't
them?
know. No, I
wish
don't
I
know.
would've got the name. I don't. she
Well,
was-
you'll see her. You can ask her. Yeah.
I'll shut up now. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
No, Nora, please, you've
problem.
been a delight.
But-
Now, where's this Potter's house out? Is this in Ephrata?
No, this
Leola.
is in
Leola.
It's a little subdivision called Forest Hills.
I
Okay,
see.
yeah.
The Potter's House of Ruth
Okay.
is part of the Potter's House. It started as a men's program.
That's what I thought. That's why I was asking. So now they
they're
have a
at the
women's.
women's house.
Wonderful. Perfect.
We get to live in the suburbs. They get to live out in the country by the river. It's
Oh.
not fair.
So, one other thing I quickly wanted to say was, it's a place to put your pain. Like, your ministry, or, you know, if you get involved in a ministry, that is a place to put your pain.
1,000,
Yes, and I
1,000%.
love that, because again, we'll say, that gets your mind off yourself and your own problems when you're out helping somebody else.
Yeah.
And it's a win-win, like, that person's helped, you're helped, you feel better, and start small and just try. Yeah.
I have a question.
Awesome.
I know you have your website, like to give donations and everything. Are there opportunities for people to come and join you at your events, like as a volunteer, or just to get in on the action?
Yeah.
Or
There is sometimes there. I mean, it's not as prominent as just. I'm trying to think. You can always come to Ben's Park with us and do that kind of thing. Our events almost are filled up with just like family. We get our kids involved. We get our husbands involved. They're a big part of it too. So, but there's times, but I think the best thing you could do for 4 girls is find your own network of 4 girls. You know, find your community, and that can be 2 girls. 2 girls can do a lot. It can be 2 girls.
That's true.
And you don't need to become a 501c, but you can find that family, and someone's speaking to you, and you meet that need because you heard it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and that is literally just take
And it's
from
just
us.
one moment.
It's one
I
moment.
love that.
It's
Yeah.
one moment.
Yeah.
It really is.
She did mention that they work with the Christmas families through Ephrata Area Social Services. So you can, through them, adopt a family to help with Christmas gifts. I love that they do that, because then it's like centralized, you know.
And to just touch on that again, we're big fans of like raising our own funds. So we are in the extra give now. So that is, you know, what I call basically gracious money coming in. But big fans of, we are hitting the payment, making that money. We are not just, you're getting cookies back or something. You're giving us $12, you're probably getting a dozen cookies. And I think that is so, you know, neat for like, you know, even just 2 girls, 3 girls, whatever. Go earn some money. If you know, you don't have a ton of your own, do a small fundraiser. You will get your $300 that was needed to cover that family for Christmas. And then this other family who's giving that money, oh, they have subs for dinner, or they have,
Right.
you know, it really makes us feel like we're kind of doing our part in the community to get the money back in to
Yeah.
give back out.
And I'm telling you, if they do a food fundraiser that Evie's is in on, he won't have any problem selling the food.
We're not here to advertise. We appreciate this from Kim.
Advertising.
We appreciate Evie does have really good food. It is not a lie, and
It's not.
I know that we work. I work there. Yes.
And
it's-
you could do your sub sale. You could
Through
get
Evie's?
your subs through
Right.
Oh, did we
Evie's.
say that?
There we go.
Yeah. I
Right
mean,
there.
literally, you sell 100 subs and it's
You have $300.
$300.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. Any other questions? Are we good?
okay.
Thank
All right.
you,
Well,
guys.
you
Yeah,
can
thank
find
you.
them on their website if you think of any questions later. You can find them on there, or if they decide to come back with us on a Wednesday night, you might see them
Just
here.
to hang out.
Pretty sure we'll be back. Yeah.
Well, we want to do the bingo thing. We should write that
Okay,
down.
I
Allie and
have
I
that.
will run
I
that,
have
for,
that.
and especially for Nora bringing that up, she will be our honorary guest for that.
I think she went to the restroom.
Yeah, we will run that for sure. That would be a lot of fun. A good way to just fellowship maybe around Christmas time or something on a Wednesday night.
Or we can do a Friday night and
Friday
invite
night?
the community.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
come to City
We got
Gate.
plenty of supplies. We got the stuff
We
left
got
from
the
our
big, we got the
bingo. Yeah.
dabbers.
We got,
Oh, great.
yeah,
Yeah.
the cards.
Real
We'll be
hamburgers.
ready to go.
Laura wants a hamburger.
We'll bring food. Say a hamburger.
Yeah.
Hamburger.
We'll bring grilled hamburgers.
My
We'll bring
husband
food.
made them
One
grilled
thing we-
hamburgers
oh,
the
see?
other weekend, so she's
Okay.
still on that.
Our husband has the best burger.
He is good
Well,
at grilling.
we don't have too many events that don't involve something good to eat.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's how
Well,
that
thank
works.
you so much for
Yes,
coming.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's that?
There's two EVs, there's one in
Honeybrook?
Honeybrook.
I
You're
heard someone
right.
talking about. Yeah, we
Yeah,
own that
her
one
too.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, you own
Yeah.
that?
Mhm.
Is there any
Honeybrook.
others besides?
No, just those two, and there will not be any others. that'll be the end of that story. Yep, that'll be the end of that story. But no, Evie's is great, and Allie and I have really learned a lot of life-giving skills from Evie's. We grew up there; it's our family business, and it's a treasure for both of us.
I bet your guys' dinners are good every night.
They are good. I wonder if
Better when someone else makes
You
it.
haven't seen the last of me. This Potter's House gang. You haven't seen the last of me.
Are y'all the only two siblings? I mean, is it just you and her?
We have a brother.
Oh, you do?
He's
Oh.
older than us.
Is he the same minded like y'all?
He's an awesome guy, but I wouldn't say he's minded like us this way. Very generous though in his way, but he wouldn't say his gift from God is service. Like, so when my parents are elderly, our parents, Allie will be the caregiver, I will be the cook and cleaner. She'll be like the caregiver, as in like the nursemaid. And Corey will be the financial person. We all have our roles, so yeah,
So were y'all raised in church?
we were.
Oh, that's amazing.
The Lutheran church. I got out of church for a long time.
Well, that's what happened to me.
Yeah,
That's why I got in the
I
middle.
wasn't into the whole. I was rebelling against everything that God had to offer.
Well, see, you need to come back and tell your story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's
That's
what we
true.
say. That's how you. That's how God gets glory, is when we tell our stories. And I'm always looking for people to tell their.
She'll be here next week.
I need somebody later this month. I need somebody in November. So
Well, I got a heck of a ride, I could tell you.
okay.
Yep.
Well,
You have a heck of a ride.
That's what happened to me. I fell away and it's been horrible.
Well, you're on your track back,
I'm on
Laura.
the path.
Yeah. You're on your
Yeah.
He
track
wants
back.
you back.
Yeah.
He wants your heart.
That's why I like that word, capable.
Yes.
I'm capable to do this.
Yes,
right.
that's right. One day
You
at
are
a time.
capable. Yeah.
One day at a time. All right. Well,
Thank
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bingo! Thanks, ladies.
Yellow burgers.
So
We're on the corner.
we'll be back next week. Facebook Live people. Were there any comments or anything?
Oh,
No. Okay.